What's up, guys? This- What's up, guys? Welcome back to Real Talk. I'm Dalton Mersinger. Thank you guys for listening. And I want to start off with a little bit of an update. So I was wondering, and I did that poll on Instagram probably about a month ago, asking about if I should do a new series of going around to fast food and chain places to go do interviews. And I was trying to go do interviews with random people and stuff. And that's really what I want to do in the future. I still want to do that. But we're in a way kind of put on hold. I'm going to do it every once in a while when I can, but a lot of them I'm going to do a lot more like this, talking. If you guys don't like this, then let me know, and I'll change things up. But I do like these one-on-one talks I get to have with y'all. I just got to amp up my stuff because sometimes I just be, I feel like the last episode or so, I just got to have energy. And that one day I wasn't in an amazing mood. And honestly, if I'm not in an amazing mood, I shouldn't film because I'm not in a good mood. God's not speaking through me as much because I'm just closed off and unhappy. I need to be in the good mood to go and do this because when I'm in a good mood, bro, we're gonna spit or something. But part of the problem with the random people thing is, number one, it takes me some time, and I got work right now, so I don't get as much of that time during the day to go out and find people and stuff like that. And number two, I'm not really I don't live in an area where there's people hustling and bustling. There's random people walking around and stuff. I don't live in a major city or a place that people just are outside all the time. And it's kind of sad. That's where I'd like to move somewhere like that eventually, so I can be able to talk to people easier, more often. And I just like that. I feel like when there's people outside walking around the city, it makes the city feel alive. It's just cool. I like it when there's stuff going on because I like to do stuff. I like having stuff going on. So basically, that's the plan. I'm gonna do a lot more one-on-ones of these, and I'll do more of those later. But I'll see if I can do a few of them every once in a while we're kind of waiting. And it's been a crunch to film stuff sometimes because of work, and I've been working a decent amount, so I got that. But I still enjoy making these. If you guys have any topics, let me know because sometimes that's the struggle too. Is I gotta think of what am I gonna talk about? What am I gonna speak on? Because I want to give stuff that's actually helpful to you guys and not just random jibber jabber that I don't even have nothing to say about. Because some of them it's just a filler, and I don't think they should be like that. If it's just gonna be a filler, then I shouldn't even film, honestly. So today, what I was gonna get into talking about was about music and being mindful of the music that you listen to. And this isn't about we should be scared of everything and not even listen to music anymore because everything's poisoning you. But what I'm trying to get at is music's important. I've heard people say many times that music doesn't need an invitation into your soul. You just listen to it, melody gets stuck in your head, and whatever it's talking about just goes straight in. You don't. There's no okaying it. It's just there. And I used to listen heavily to just only rap and a lot of it. And then I didn't even think or really care that much about what they were talking about or anything like that. Like and I feel it now I haven't listened to it in probably since the beginning of this year or something. That's when I kind of quit with all that stuff because I just felt like a conviction. And I will say this getting rid of things like that it's all in your own time, and everybody's on a different walk, and God's got us on different timing. So you may not feel it right now that you're gonna get rid of it. I don't mean you're not gonna feel you're never really gonna feel like you want to get rid of it, but you may not have felt God pulling on you to get rid of it. Maybe you are now. now that I'm talking about it. But I listened to a few things that kind of mentioned it, and then I just kind of felt to myself like, yeah, I kind of feel God trying to tell me like this isn't really good for me, and I kind of felt that the whole time. So then I just phased it out. I quit listening to it, and the whole reason of it is like I was saying, like it doesn't have invitation. It just gets in, and a lot of those rap songs and stuff, like they're just saying things like freaking girls and the N word all the time and so many curse words, and like it just puts those like that stuff in our vocabulary more. Like I need to be better with my mouth too and not cuss as much and stuff like that. And like listening to that all the time going into your head does not help. When you're trying to get away from lust and stuff like that, quit lusting after people, listening to Big Booty and Shake and all this like lustful music going into your head, that's not getting lust out of your head. That's putting more into your head of like thinking about that stuff. Like you don't even think about it sometimes. Like you don't realize what the song's talking about, but like what it's talking about, like it's still like I would say like goes into your subconscious and it's just like on your mind. So I feel like whenever you're trying to get away from sin, but then you're listening to it talked about on a repeat or like even done like on repeat and you're just listening to it like around you, like that's still like something in your environment and you're gonna like a sponge, bro. You're gonna soak up some of that stuff, and it's not good. It's definitely not good for you. And some of those rappers out there, a lot of them are super satanic and doing weird crap with our music, chopping up weird stuff and putting demonic crap in the songs, and that's definitely separating you from God. If you're listening to like, I'm not even gonna call out any names, but a lot of y'all, it's self-explanatory. Look at what they do, and you can just see it. It's just not good. I feel like a lot of that music just promotes like sin and evil, like greed and lust and violence and all that stuff. Like it's just like it's not great for you. And there's so much like better music out there to listen to that I didn't even realize because I was so sucked into listening to that. And it like kind of widened me up to a lot more things that are out there. And that's not to say it's just rap that's bad in general. It's just like secular music that talks about like just worldly, like sinful crap. That's what I'm talking about. There's a lot of pop songs like that too, and heavy metal and all kinds of stuff out there. It's just about being mindful to like what you're letting in, being mindful to like what you're letting into your environment is what I would say. And honestly, this is something else I want to talk about too. I was trying to remember. It's hard sometimes because like with music, I think one of the, at least for me, one of the biggest things and the reasons I like certain songs is because like I have a memory associated with them. But I made a video about this before. When the memory that you're thinking of, like listening to that song, you probably weren't even in a great place when you were listening to that. You truly probably weren't. So just let it go because now you're in a better spot. You're working to be better and get away from being that same old you. So that's what I would think about. It's like the memory and the spot you're in when you were listening to that song all the time that you formed that memory with, which is why you like the song so much. You weren't in a good place, dude, and you got work to do. You got work to do. So, and it's great that you're on to new things now. If you are, I would urge you to like just music is it's powerful, dude. Music's very powerful. Church hymns are powerful, like gospel music. It's so powerful. So like you, you choose your power, dude. Are you gonna listen to like godly music, regular music, or are you gonna listen to like demonic, sinful music that's pulling you away from God? It's up to you. It's up to you. That's the main thing I wanted to say was about music. I love music. I've always loved music. Sorry, I'm kind of rambling. I'm not making this a filler. I'm trying to be for real and give y'all some like real talk stuff, but How do you phase it out if you're like so addicted to listening to it and that's all you know? I mean, try different stuff. Try podcasts. You don't even have to listen to music. There's a lot of good podcasts out there like this one or other ones of really great people. Bryce Crawford podcast, Gabriel and Elisa, um, George Janko's show is pretty good. Anything that Cliff is featured in is amazing. And I actually found on Spotify, like someone reposts a bunch of what's his name? Sorry, I can't remember. No, Billy Graham. Some stuff from like they call it like the Billy Graham archives, but it's like a bunch of old Billy Graham sermons and stuff, and it's really good. I listen to those sometimes, just like click play and just let it go through a bunch of them, and I'll just listen to them. I did that the other day while I was running, and they're great, dude. Like a lot of those are so uplifting, can answer like so much of your questions, and that's what I hope to do with this one. But like if you're wanting to just listen to music, like I get it. I'm not saying quit music. I'm just saying watch what you're letting in. Watch what certain music you're listening to. Like listen like actually what it's talking about and the themes of the song. If it's about frick this girl, frick that girl, and do this and that and all this sinful crap, then let it go, dude, because that is not good at all. Not at all, bro. And y'all can hate on me, y'all can say I'm corny, but there's some Christian rap out there that's actually pretty hard. Caleb Gordon, Mike Teasy, I think's his name. Those two are some really good ones that I would check out for real. And I think that's the majority of what I wanted to say. I know it's probably a very short one again, but there's not really like a whole lot to talk about like with music other than it's very powerful. You got to be careful with it because it's easy to just let yourself like be carried away with it. But like think about it, like do you think Jesus would really like what would Jesus do, bro? Like do you think Jesus would be sitting in his car listening to like Playboy Cardi and crap? Like no no way. No way. That's what I always think about. Like would Jesus listen to this and be like, "Oh yeah, this is a bang," or would Jesus be like, "What?" Like think about it, bro. Think about it. Real talk. Oh yeah, guys. Something else I want to add that I just thought about was like, you don't need edit music to. I mean, you don't need rap music and stuff to survive workouts, survive the gym, and get through it. Like, I'm not gonna lie. There's a lot of things you can call me insane, but I've done so many like super long runs and like workouts for like hours or so, and listen to nothing and just like thought, like giving myself time to thought. Like I feel like when you listen to music, like you take away your quiet time. Like I refuse to listen to music in the shower. I used to sometimes, but like I feel like the shower is like my solitude time. The shower is like, I need to make one about showers. Showers are freak. That is like meditation time. But like I feel like it takes away your think time sometimes. So like sometimes just listen to nothing. And I do that a lot of times in the car, especially early in the morning, because I don't want to listen to nothing or see any lights on in my car. So I turn that radio and all those bright crap off and listen to nothing. Just think. And sometimes, especially when I'm in a mood, you can know because I won't have my radio on in the car because I'll just think. And it's good to just think sometimes. Think, pray to God, pray. So take a break from music too sometimes. And what I was going to get to was like, you can listen to freaking edit music while you're working out and running or whatever you're doing. It's actually like great. Like that's my main two genres I listen to is classic rock and edit music. And when I say edit music, I'm talking about the music that doesn't have much words at all. It's mainly like based on the beat, and it's like maybe a few like little mumbles of crap that you can barely even understand. It's like some Japanese, like it's just like edit music, bro. One of their names is like Vaj or something, and he makes this one song called Memory Reboot. Y'all have definitely heard like a bunch of these are on TikTok. And there's one called Baltra, and he makes one called Never Let Go of Me.
and it's literally just the same beat, and he's just saying, "Never let go of me," like over and over again. It's actually like hard, bro. Like you feel like you're in like an edit when you're working out, so it's kind of cool. I'm not gonna lie. So I would recommend edit music. If that's not your thing, that's not your thing. But like I said, give yourself some time to have that solitude time to pray and think and stuff like that. But thank you guys so much for listening. I just had to add on this a little bit. And have a great day. God bless you. Stay focused, brothers.